Einstein's relativity number 21. LIGO. The Laser Interferometer, Gravitational-wave Observatory, LIGO, is an enormous apparatus located in Livingston, Louisiana and Hanford, Washington. In September 2015, LIGO registered an effect simultaneously at the two locations 3,000 kilometers apart. The LIGO effect was interpreted as the result of a gravitational wave moving through the cosmos, disturbing these two remote locations at once. The effect supposedly confirms Einstein's general theory of relativity that predicts the existence of gravitational waves moving through space. Gravitational waves are as invisible as gravity, but unlike earthly gravity, we cannot feel them. Yet the supposed wave in 2015 had enough force to disturb the surface of Earth, including Livingston and Hanford. There are many articles on this momentous 2015 LIGO event. The transportation of gravitational waves requires the existence of Einstein's space-time continuum, represented by the image of the warped space-time grid that Einstein claims moves mass. Einstein's hypothetical space-time was the transport for the wave that shook our billion-trillion-ton Earth and triggered the LIGO effect. The event that supposedly caused the wave is around 80 trillion times farther from Earth than the Sun, yet it is represented in relative proximity with Earth in this illustration. This illustration is like God touching the hand of Adam on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Both of these illustrations are mythological. Since I am replacing the substance of general relativity space-time with inertia field theory, I offer an explanation for the effects registered by LIGO. In inertia field theory, gravity and inertia do not exist independently of matter, whereas the spatial relationship between matter and gravity is disturbed during acceleration. The two factors recohabitate as soon as acceleration ceases. In inertia field theory, gravity does not perpetually wander away from its inherent matter. The only way gravity migrates is by dragging or being carried by its matter. There is no matter in LIGO's gravitational wave. It is a ripple in Einstein's hypothetical grid. So what is LIGO telling us? First of all, the LIGO equipment at Livingston and Hanford each regularly registers seismic activity, such as a truck driving by. These effects are not interpreted by LIGO scientists as effects of incoming cosmological gravity waves. The important detail of September 2015 was that the LIGO effect was nearly identical and simultaneous at both locations 3,000 kilometers apart. This effect is worthy of consideration. LIGO scientists regularly disregard local seismic activity at Livingston and Hanford. It is reasonable to consider possible local seismic activity that might have caused the 2015 simultaneous effect. 3,000 kilometers does not sound local to us, but relative to the 1.3 billion light-year distance that the supposed gravity wave migrated from its alleged source, the Sun, Moon, and Earth, are very local. These local objects dwell with their inertial gravity perpetually pulling on each other. Earth is a molten fluid ball spinning in continually changing location relative to these local massive harbors of gravity. Livingston and Hanford are both moored to a tectonic plate floating on the fluid core of Earth. The local forces of sun and moon and the varying temperatures within Earth's molten core are likely causes of the force that simultaneously shook Livingston and Hanford, which share one tectonic plate. There is ample evidence that the sun and moon have massive effects on Earth. Volcanoes and earthquakes demonstrate that the Earth is in flux. Einstein's mathematical theory is the evidence that LIGO was affected by a migrating gravity wave rather than seismic activity.